Hi guys, it's me Bursey 15 and we're going to be playing a new game with my new camera for Facecam. And it's called Nicole, Male Romances Active. So it's your typical dating sim with a twist in that there have been a series of abductions going on in your college campus that you just started at, and it looks like you may become the next victim. You also have the potential of choosing to date the person who's actually behind the series of abductions, depending on how poor your choice in character is, I guess. So it's a little bit of a mystery dating sim, which sounded kind of fun. So I figured, why not give it a try and see how things go? So, without further ado, let's get started. There are already tons of people on campus when I arrive. What a cool place. It's busy and loud, but I find that it just makes the atmosphere more exciting in a way. It's nice to know that nothing's different just because I picked a private university to attend. Thanks to some help from school, I already have most of my stuff up in my room. The only thing left is a single box, and it's already being hefted awkwardly around in my arms. I really want to look around, but that can wait for later when I have more time. I pick up my stride as I approach the dormitory, weaving past other students as I go. I nearly crash into people more often than I'd like, but I make sure to hastily mumble an apology to each student who has the misfortune of getting in my way. I know I should slow down, but I can't help it. I've been waiting for this for so long. I worked really hard to get to this university, and now that I'm here, I can hardly believe it. I'm not the only one like this. All around me I can hear people chattering. My ears prick up on the mention of local restaurants, teachers to avoid, teachers to take, because you don't take classes, you take teachers. Eh? Popular media, mouth words, and a medley of other topics. It's your typical school talk, and as badly as I want to just join in with someone and make some new friends, I have stuff I have to take care of. Man, already with the responsibilities. So soon I'm in one of the halls of the dorm, glancing at each door number I pass to try and find mine. I'm rooming with someone for the year, Chandra Dawn, I think her name was. I don't know that much about her, but I'm hoping she'll be cool, because that's most important. In the worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to switch rooms, but best to keep optimistic. I haven't even met her. I gasp as I hit something, or really someone, in the hall. We collide so hard I nearly drop my box, but the unfortunate soul is knocked to the ground with a pained breath. And she looks rather angry about it. I'm so sorry, are you okay? I clumsily place the box down and offer a hand. The girl I knocked down rises to her knees, gently massaging her head. Oh, she's pretty and so tan. I'm jealous. I always burn when I try to do that. Yeah, actually, I do too, but I have red hair, so that's just a thing that happens to us. I'm fine, thanks. I mustn't have been paying attention. She looks up at me and smiles as she takes my hand and pulls herself up. I don't have a big box blocking my view as an excuse. I still should have tried to watch where I was going. I offer out a hand. I'm Nicole, by the way. My name is Chandra. It's nice to meet you. Wait, did she just say Chandra Dawn? I start to grin as Chandra and I realize it at the same time. She points eagerly at me. Nicole? Is your last name Grave? Yes, so that makes us roommates. I squeal excitedly while Chandra gives me a much more contained, sheepish smile. Wow, Nicole, it's nice to meet you. Same, except the whole knocking you down thing. Oh, that was an accident. Don't worry, I'm not mad. As if to change subject, Chandra gestures to the side of the hall. I can show you over to our room. I actually have to go and pick up some stuff, but feel free to place your things wherever. Cool, thanks, Chandra. I pick my box back up and follow after Chandra as she leads me down the hall and to the left. The second door from the end turns out to be our room, and I bid her off with a tilt of my head before I head in. Our room's pretty empty, but that's to be expected. I give an awkward attempt at a shrug as I hold the box in my arms. I guess I have the room all to myself for now. I bump the door closed with my butt and set the box down near where I see my stuff. I see unfamiliar furnishings at the other side of the room, and I assume those are Chandra's belongings. It's great that she got here around the same time. I like my space and all, but I'm sure it can get lonely with no one around. I have to admit the room is pretty nice. It's kind of too simple for my taste, but there's a ton of space for me to put stuff. Yeah, I think I could get used to this room. I give a triumphant smirk as I think of all the people who didn't take me seriously back in high school. A girl like me, a university like this? Everyone thought I was joking when I told them of my first choice school. Some jerks even laughed at the idea. Okay, I mean, I guess I don't seem like the typical girl to be a complete brainiac, but hey, just because I'm smart doesn't mean I can't try to keep up with other things besides my studies. Like clothes! Actually, I wonder if there are any sweet boutiques around here. It doesn't take long to log into the school's connection. I'm guessing the Wi-Fi or the internet is what you mean. It's just a weird way of putting it. Despite all of the horror stories I've heard about college internet, it's decent, and I start lining up tabs of my favorite websites at the top of my browser. Along with that is a tab of my favorite blogging site of all time, the one and only Roller. So I guess that must be Tumblr. I have my music player going too, and I hum along to the beat of one of my favorite bands as I scroll through the seasonal cardigans. While I'm at it, I might as well be productive. I quickly make a new tab and type in my university's name in the search bar. Of course, the first hit I get would be my school's website. Gross. I really don't want to talk about the classes just yet. I scroll past it and look at other choices. Boring, boring. Oh hey, a school newspaper. That sounds cool, and I figure maybe it has some info on any events happening at the start of the school year. Unfortunately, besides a recap on orientation, which I really do not want to remember ever, there isn't much to read. Oh, hold the phone. Whoa, what's this? Multiple disappearance mystery continues? Interest peaked. Creepy music started. I'm sorry, I just saw my face in the camera and I just looked like a Dr. Seuss character the way that I smiled, and I figured I should point that out to you so you can join in with making fun of me for my Dr. Seuss smile. Yep. Anywho. Even as I read the title of the article aloud, I can't believe this. It sounds like some silly rumor the upperclassmen made up to scare us freshmen. Strangely enough, it seems credible, and the author even has sources and official statements from the police and everything. How weird. 3 victims so far. Each girl went missing for around a few days before being found unconscious somewhere in town, unable to remember a thing. And it looks like each victim transferred out afterward. I stop scrolling for a moment as I feel a chill run up my spine. That's so spooky. I don't get it. Can something like that really be happening? Am I missing something? I absent-mindedly twirl a strand of hair around my finger as I continue. This is actually kind of weird, and oh, the police think this is the work of some mysterious abductor. Well, I mean, they ain't just running away, coming back, and transferring out for no reason. I finished the article soon after, but the details I read continue to stay in my mind. People going missing isn't just something you can ignore. Why isn't this school doing more? Why does no one seem to care that much? Well, that's an easy answer. This is all scary as heck, plus it's way easier to leave things to the police. Yeah, I just gotta leave it to the police. Be a little careful, watch myself at night, and most importantly, study, study, study. Keep my face straight for a mere second before bursting out into laughter. Or maybe I can buy this striped cardigan as my own start of the new semester present. I click out of the news tab and get started on my favorite hobby, online shopping. This isn't the time to be gloomy. I have a whole year ahead of me, and maybe things aren't going to be as picture perfect as the college brochures want me to believe, but I figure nothing is ever as it really seems at first glance. Hey, if anyone knows that, it's me. So this tutorial. In the next screen, you'll see several places you can visit, and each place, depending on the time of day and week, you'll be able to do different activities. Each activity can raise one stat. Okay, so basically, like I said, typical dating sim. You go to a place, you get a different stat raised, and I'm assuming the stats on the side would correspond with the guy that you're going after and his personality. With the exception of clues. Clues, I would assume, would go towards whether or not you actually solve the mystery, because it's possible to finish this game and not figure out what's going on. So blah-de-blah, blah, blah, blah for tutorial. We're not going to read it because we don't need it. Cool, so where shall we go? Well, our morale and energy seem to be pretty cool, and we don't really have any particular guy in mind yet that we want to go for. So maybe we can get clues? So there's extra classes, socialize with people, ask about disappearances. Asking about disappearances, let's try that. And yeah, we get clues for that, so let's do that. We got 7 clues! Woohoo! But we lost some morale and energy, which is a thing that happens anyway. And we can spy on people, yes. Let's be a creepy people watcher for the first little while that we're here. I mean, I'm sure people won't talk or anything. Man, we get to do a lot of stuff in the run of a day. I don't know about you, but most dating sims is just like, oh, you pick a thing and that's it. You do it for the whole day. Not the case, apparently. I'm doing 2 or 3 things now. Well, maybe we should get my morale and energy up. So that boosts your morale and amity. That costs us money. How much money do we have? We have $50. Assuming we get a job or something at some point to make more money. I am reluctant to spend it, but whatever. We'll eat. Cool, so that's our summary for the day. Another day has ended. Please review the progress summary and then click to advance to the next day. So these are our gentlemen, all of them, and none of them like us. But we have some mystery progress, just a little tiny bit, but we have some. Tip of the day, job performance and earning money is affected by 3 stats, morale, energy, and associated stat. For example, to do a good job as a clerk, you need high diligence and of course morale and energy. We don't have a job yet, so that's not actually a great tip yet. Nothing is better than a good night of sleep.